Hi guys, it's me, Hunter, and I'm here with my special guest star, Aaron.
Hello.
It's really difficult to get him to do a video with me nowadays. I think he thinks people don't like him. Is that true?
Yes, everybody hates me.
No, that's true. No, it's not true at all. Anyway, we just got back from the ER, and I still have my little bracelet to show you guys. I had flu-like symptoms, and I was cramping over my stomach. I had severe abdominal pains. And I kept asking, is it too hot in here? Is it too cold in here? And I was just really sick, and he talked me into going to the ER. That's what a good friend does, right?
Yes, and that's even hard enough.
Yeah, to get somebody in the ER.
Try to
So,
get me into it.
yeah, so we get there, and I told him, make sure to call me Hunter, sir, that I'm not a female, that I'm transgendered. Because the last time we were in the ER, they were perfect. Everybody there, the whole staff was perfect about calling me sir and Hunter, and they didn't call me ma'am or she, any mispronouns. But this time it's totally different, wasn't it?
Yes, it was totally
So
different.
Aaron starts to wheel me in, and the nurse comes out, a male nurse, and he asks Aaron, "Are you with her?" He's pushing the wheelchair. "Are you with her?" No, he's just a random person pushing a wheelchair. Um, and then he didn't say anything because he was afraid he was going to get kicked out because they told us in the beginning that he couldn't stay. So he got quiet. He knew not to say anything. And then I just didn't know why he said her. So I asked the nurse. I said, well, I asked him, do I look like a female to you? And then he had to take a double take, or I don't know. We just looked at me funny, and he looked a little bit embarrassed and said, oh no, oh no. That was about it. And then I think it got a little bit worse after that. Then he did get to stay in the room with me. I mean, they didn't say anything. And a doctor comes in. He looks like he's about 80 years old. I'm like, oh God, I got the, I got the night shift doctor. And I found out he was retired and all this, but he just didn't get my gender at all. And he's looking at my chart, and he looks right at me, and he asks me, so you're a female? And that was his question. So you're a female. Instead of saying, are you a female? He said, you're a female. I'm like, no, God, not again. So I just said, no, I'm a male. I didn't even tell him I'm transgendered. And then he looked at my chart again. He said, so you're trying to turn into a male? And he said it like that, like he was like he was stupid or something. Guy's a surgeon. I said, no. I just said, no, just call me sir. And then he said, okay, sir. Then he's asking me questions like, how old was I, and how many surgeries have I had? And I told him 2 surgeries. And then he asked me, so you're a female, do you still have your ovaries? I can believe that they sent me this guy. It's funny now, but at the time it was just like I was really sick, and I just wasn't up for trying to explain myself to a retired surgeon who they just stuck on the night shift. I mean, I don't know. What did you think about that guy?
I didn't like him
It's,
because he was a jerk.
he had terrible bedside manner, put it that way.
He was a real jerk,
Yeah.
and I have no idea why they called him
Well, it was a night shift.
in. Yeah, well, they have.
I guess nobody else wants to work at 3 a.m.
Except for 80-year-olds.
Or he could have been, I don't know what his age was actually. And then he kept repeating my age, which made me feel really old because he repeated it like 3 times. I don't know why he did that either. I just think he just didn't have a good bedside manner, or maybe he wasn't very personable with people, which some doctors aren't. And I just really wanted him to figure out what the hell was going on with me. I called ahead of time, and they said they weren't going to test me for COVID, which I was in shock about that. Because I'm thinking, you go to the ER and they're not going to test you for COVID if you have COVID symptoms. That really shocked me.
And even if you ask them to,
Yeah, they told us on the phone that even if we asked, we have to get my primary care physician to see her first, and then have her request a test, and it's hard to get a hold of her. So I thought I could just die. I
Yes,
probably had the COVID.
a
I could just
month
get a die.
into COVID, and then you finally get to see a doctor, and
Yeah,
you get 2 more weeks to see another doctor.
yeah, and so I'm wondering how now. And then Aaron said something funny about no wonder there's like 1 million people dying of COVID, that was kind of funny. So this doctor, what I did like about him though, he did actually order a COVID test for me. I didn't have to see my primary care physician at 3 a.m. or wait till Monday, and so I got the test and I was negative, so that was good. So that's what happened at the ER, and then and then I got some bad news that I had some kind of, well, a common inflammatory disease in my intestines. Well, I don't know if it's a disease. It can be if it's severe, but he told me mine wasn't. He did order X-rays, so he was good at being a physician as far as the medical stuff, and that's what you want. But personally, I didn't really like him personally because he just asking rude questions about my gender. So that was what happened in the ER. And we wanted to talk about one more thing, about a video that we both accidentally ran into on YouTube. I'm not going to say the name of the person, um, but it just randomly came up on my computer, um, a, a transgendered person, and I'm like, is that a male to female or a female to male? I didn't know, but it just came up, popped up. I don't even know why it popped up. So I watched it. I was like, I can't believe what this person is saying, and um, it's supposed to be a female to male because that's what the title said. And then I watched it, and then he saying he changed his name to a male name, but he was complaining, or this person. I really don't know if I believe this person, if they were just trying to make YouTube videos or what, because they were saying that they'd been on hormones for over a year. They started when they were 49 and now they're 50, and they have absolutely no changes. And this person's on there trying to teach everybody, like they're talking like they're a teacher, like they're trying to teach you that if this is what happens when you turn middle age, that you're not going to get many changes.
Yes, that person should not be on YouTube
Yeah.
whatsoever.
So I'm like, is this person like? And it looked like they weren't even trying to look male. I mean, I'm just saying I didn't see anything.
She had like a 70 cut.
A 70 cut.
Yeah, curly hair. And,
Like yours.
well, yeah.
I have long hair.
But no, but the curly, her hair was...
It looked like a wig.
She looked like she had a
It could be
80-year-old haircut.
But I don't want to be disrespectful of the person in case they were being sincere. But my opinion is, I don't think they were being sincere. I think that they were just, it was a joke, and I don't know. I mean, if I find out later this person was for real, I'm going to feel bad, kind of.
Even the worst person that is not transgendering, that is transgendering. Transitioning, is, you can notice a little bit of something. But this one you didn't know anything after a year, and I don't think that,
Well, and then, he claims it's because he was in his, well, he was 50. He is 50, I guess. And he's trying to teach people, and older people and younger people, saying, now, if you're older, you're not going to get any changes. Oh, you might get some, but I don't know what you're going to get, because he hadn't had any changes. And then he blamed it on everything on being older. And when you hit a certain age, you're not, and that's just wrong information. And I just want to say that I got a lot of changes. I got all the changes. I'm still getting them. I don't know why somebody would go on there. And maybe that's true for that person. And maybe I'm wrong for what I'm saying. But I don't know. I just don't understand how you could be on 100 milligrams for a year and not have anything at all.
I think it's almost impossible.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it was a hoax or something, but and then he was saying, well, it's really difficult for him to be older and to have to go to work and to get people to call him by the name he wants to be called. But this person looked like a little old lady with a little curly wig on top of his head. I'm gonna say he because he's to be respectful of gender. He's
the
saying
curly hair looks like it's from the 60s. I'm going to change my time thing to 70s to 60s because it was that. It was
well, and then there was nothing. I just don't understand it. I mean, I guess if that's true for that person, then I feel sorry. I feel sorry for him. Because I'm 11 years older than him, and I've got a voice drop, and I'm not bragging about it at all. I'm just saying, I've got a voice drop. I've got muscle gain. I've got a beard. For God's sake, and not everybody gets a beard, and maybe not everybody gets a voice drop, but to get absolutely nothing is why, and then being on 100 milligrams, I don't understand. Oh, and then he started blaming the gel, which I don't think that's true either, because there's people that I've seen that are on the gel, and they've got all the changes. So then he started saying, so when you're on the gel, and he's talking like a little old lady, it's just like, what the hell? And when you're on the gel, you're not going to get many changes. And it's like, oh, well, the thing is, that's probably not true, because, like I said, I've seen some people on the gel, and they got all the changes.
So if you're on the gel, continue gelling it up.
Gel it up. And then I wanted to ask them, like, well, then why don't you switch? I mean, maybe they couldn't do sub-Q shots or something, but I don't know. I just don't understand. I just want to tell people that if you're middle-aged, if you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and you want to go on testosterone and you know it's for you, and your doctor gives the okay, just do it. Just try it. If that's what you really want to do, don't let this person or anybody like that person stop you from doing what you want to do.
Because there's a lot of people that just like to hear themselves talk, and this one could be one of them.
But we don't know. I'm just saying it was shocking to me to the point where I had to show Aaron here, like, look at this video. He doesn't like to watch the videos that I watch, but I got him to watch it, and he was just like, that's a hoax or something. I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
I couldn't even watch the whole thing.
Yeah, and there were like there were like a few videos, and I couldn't watch them all either, but I think, I forgot, and then he kept saying, and when you're older, the doctors have to keep testing you like once a month, make sure your cholesterol is good, and your blood pressure's not too high. And I'm thinking, I'm 11 years older, and I don't have any doctors doing that for me. Once every 6 months, 6 months I get my blood drawn and tested, but not every month. They don't keep an eye out on me like a hawk or something and go, wow, that person's old, so we better test that person because they're just so old. And I'm thinking, I don't know if this person's telling the truth now, or that maybe that's what's happening to him. It's like they're thinking because he's old, he was 49 when he started. He's so old, they better check everything once a month. It's really not that funny. I'm sick. I'm still sick. So, anything else change? Oh, I don't know if I'm going to...
Do you like my jacket?
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
San Francisco.
I love that jacket.
The Giants.
I used to live in San Francisco. Well, I didn't live directly in the city, in the heart of the city. I lived on the outskirts, where it was a little more quieter where I lived, but it wasn't too far. I lived in the Bay Area. And my friend, she needed a place to stay for a little while, and I let her stay there, and then she just took off one day, and then I didn't see her for a while, and I had to move, so I had to take all her stuff with me. And that's what Erin's wearing, is her jacket. So I hope she sees this video, because she always likes to yell and say, "You're wearing my jackets." Thanks, they look good on you. I told her, well, you can come get them. I'm not going to ship them to you. You know, you left them. You snooze, you lose, right?
Yeah. And she snoozed and she lose.
And she lost. I mean, she wants to drive, and now she's moved to Arizona. She wants to drive and come get her jackets and all of her stuff that she left behind. She's welcome to it. So, anything else we were going to talk about besides unpleasant visiting to the ER?
Well, your changes.
And weird YouTubers. I'm probably a weird YouTuber.
I noticed more of a beard on you.
Right.
More of a mustache, yeah.
Yeah, but it's
more hair on your legs. And
oh, I got a lot of hair on my legs.
yes, it's a forest growing.
And I like a forest on my. And I got more hair on my arms and hands too.
Yes.
And I do have my mustaches coming in, but it's just on this camera.
On this camera's not a very good
Sucks.
camera. Yeah, it really sucks.
Yeah. What else? What else? What else? I know there was something else. I just can't think of it.
We'll remember it when we turn off.
Sure, as soon as we.
the
Sure,
camera.
sure, as soon as we go.
Do you remember that topic?
Oh, and
that
then
we're
we'll go.
supposed to talk about?
Yeah, then we'll say, oh, we forgot to talk about that one thing. And we weren't trying to cut down that person on YouTube.
No, we.
I mean, it might sound like it, but I'm just confused.
It just doesn't look like any changes or that there's.
And we'll probably get comments with people saying, you know, not everybody gets changes, Hunter. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I didn't know why this person didn't get any changes within a full year.
There's absolutely no changes in this person.
100% on testosterone, 100%.
For a year.
Yeah, milligrams, 100 milligrams. And blame it on the gel and the age, because it kind of scared me a little, because I'm like, maybe I'm not going to get any more changes. Because see, when I went to get my testosterone, I spoke to two doctors and a nurse, and not one of them said, you know, you're probably not going to get very many changes because of your age, or good luck to you, you're probably not going to get any changes. But nothing like that was said.
We're
Nothing
given
like
a
that.
paper of what
I had to
could be
sign.
the changes.
Yeah, I had to sign the paperwork of what may or might be, which I've talked about before. May get hair loss. Might get an enlarged clitoris, which I did. Oh, and this person also said that they didn't get that either. Nothing grew downstairs, down the bottom growth. No bottom growth. I think they said they had a hair on their chin, though. That was amazing. A hair after a year. I don't know if I'm supposed to feel sorry for this person or just, I'm just going to write it off. I just want to let you guys know, please, don't stop what you want to do, you know, because somebody's on there saying, you know, you're too old.
You're never too old to do.
I'm diabetic, and they put me on it. I was worried about that at first, because I found out I was diabetic. I'm not kidding, like 2 weeks before I went on hormones. So when I found out I was diabetic, I almost cried, because I thought, oh, shit, now I'm not going to be able to go on hormones. And that was my first thought. It wasn't like, oh, shit, I'm going to die. It was, oh, shit, I'm not going to be able to just get my changes now. So if somebody's, you know, just look everything up if you doubt what somebody's saying, and don't take everything to heart what people say on YouTube or Google.
Usually on the net, half of them are false.
Not
Well, okay. There's
try-
some false people on there, and you have to be very careful with who you listen to. You can't believe everything
yeah, so don't listen
you
to
see.
him. Don't listen to Aaron. Don't listen to me either. I don't know what I'm saying either.
Of course, you know what you're saying.
I do. Well, because I'm experiencing it myself. You know, but there's people that are
And
experiencing it.
You have proof.
Well, like there's some guy saying, your face only looks thinner when you get a beard because, and he says your face structure doesn't change at all. And I've been on it, but these are like, to me, they're like kids, and I guess because of my age. And then there's some experienced kids that, I say kids because they're like 18 years old, and that's a young adult, really, not a kid. But you know, you just really got to experience it for yourself, or just talk to your doctors. And if you don't like one doctor's opinion, go to a different doctor.
And don't ever take anything from sellers from on the street or anything like that and try to do it yourself.
There's sellers on the street.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there are. There's sellers for everything.
Where at?
I'm pretty sure if you look very in the black market, there's lots of crap going on.
Well, I don't want to educate where to get it.
So go to the doctor and go do it the right way.
Yeah.
Planned Parenthood.
Or your endocrinologist, as that's called. I didn't go to an endocrinologist. I didn't have to. They said I needed a letter of psychiatry. I'm like, no, I'm too crazy. I can't. No, I didn't say that. I just found out I could go to Planned Parenthood and get it there. So, and it's still open. It didn't get shut down. I heard that they were getting shut down in different states, Texas or somewhere. God, I'd hate that, to hear that got shut down. Then I have to go see an endocrinologist. I think we're going to go here.
Yes, I just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and have a great New Year. It's going to be an interesting one where everybody stays in with the.
You think everybody's going to stay in? You just went outside and you saw a nativity scene.
Yes, but I meant.
And they were wearing masks.
Yes, they were all wearing masks, except for Mary.
And you said the reason why Mary wasn't wearing her mask?
Because she's Jesus' mother.
She's holy. We're going to go. Okay, guys. Hunter out. Say bye.
Bye. Good night.